Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be tackling something that I think a lot of people get tripped up on, and that's the difference between social anxiety and social phobia.
Yeah,
Um, and, these terms get thrown around a lot,
absolutely.
and sometimes it seems like they're being used interchangeably,
Mm-hmm.
but I think there's a real difference there.
For sure.
And understanding that difference can be super insightful.
Yeah.
Whether you are personally dealing with these feelings or you just want to, better understand the people around you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is a very common point of confusion, and
Yeah.
the source material that we have here really digs into this.
Yeah.
To start, I think we need to lay down some clear definitions.
Okay.
Social anxiety in its everyday sense is that feeling of nervousness or discomfort that you get in social situations.
Right.
It's a natural human response, and it's something that almost everyone experiences from time to time.
Totally. Like we've all been there, right?
Right.
Like sweaty palms before a big presentation or like walking into a crowded room and feeling like, oh no, or everyone's staring at me.
Yeah.
Classic social anxiety moments.
Exactly. But social phobia, or social anxiety disorder, as it's called clinically, is a whole other ballgame.
Okay.
The source material, specifically the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, lays out very specific criteria for diagnosis.
Got it.
It describes it as a marked and persistent fear of social or performance situations in which the person is exposed to possible scrutiny by others.
So it's not just about feeling awkward at a party. This is a much deeper fear that actually impacts how you live your life.
Yeah.
One of the sources mentioned this idea of anticipated anxiety, where just the thought of a social situation can trigger these intense feelings.
Exactly. That anticipatory anxiety is a key feature of social phobia. It's not just about the event itself.
Right.
It's the constant worry and dread leading up to it.
Right.
And this fear, as one article highlighted, is often out of proportion to the actual threat posed by the situation.
So if we're thinking about this on a spectrum,
Okay.
where does normal social anxiety end and social phobia begin?
That's a great question, and there's no easy answer.
Yeah.
It's about the intensity and the pervasiveness of the fire
Okay.
and how much it disrupts your daily life.
Mm-hmm.
If you're consistently avoiding situations that are important to you,
Yeah.
work-school relationships, or if your fear is causing you significant distress, that's a sign that it might be something more than just everyday nerves.
And I imagine the impact on your life is a big differentiator.
Absolutely.
In one source, a therapist described working with a client who had such severe social phobia that she hadn't left her house in months.
Wow.
She was terrified of running into people she knew and being judged.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to think how limiting that fear can be.
Absolutely. And what's interesting is that the source material dives into the neurobiology behind this. Studies show that individuals with social phobia tend to have heightened activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing fear and emotional responses.
So knowing the difference between social anxiety and social phobia isn't just about labels.
Right.
It's about understanding the experience and seeking the right kind of support.
Precisely, there are many effective treatments for social phobia, including cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps people challenge their negative thought patterns and develop coping mechanisms. And there's also medication that can help manage the physical symptoms of anxiety.
Right.
But the first step is recognizing that what you're experiencing might be something more than just shyness.
This has been incredibly insightful.
Thank you.
For anyone listening who feels like their social anxiety might be something more. Remember, you're not alone. And there is help available.
Yeah.
It might be worth reflecting on whether your social anxiety feels manageable with your own coping strategies or whether it might be time to explore additional support.
I think that's a great takeaway.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's been my pleasure.
And to everyone listening, we'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everyone.